All right, I'm going to show you why it is important to hone in on your Facebook strategy. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it doesn't work." They get in. I just had an experience with a client that decided to do this on their own, and they changed like some of the ad copy, and now they can't get their ad approved. So, for one thing, do what works, and then get fancy later on. Don't try to change anything. So, today specifically, we're going to address Facebook custom audiences over here on my screen. What you'll see a live document that I like to use for my Facebook ads. And over here is a table of contents, I guess we can call it. And we're just going to click right to the custom audiences. And I want to talk about this a little bit. So, custom audiences are highly defined groups of people who already have an existing interaction with your business. So that's why custom audiences are important, because these people are aware of who you are as a business, and they've either been to your page, they've been to your website, they've watched a video of yours, something like that. These people are familiar with you, and this is why I'm like a huge advocate for digital marketing, is because you can easily track and remarket to these people. Often you'll hear on the left, like over here, you'll hear retargeting, and that's all it is you're targeting someone that is already familiar with or interacted with your business. And some examples that I have listed in this document are customers that sent their email address to you, people that have visited your website, people that visited your business during a specific time, people who installed your app, different things like that. So we're in the real estate industry, and this information is highly important for targeting real estate prospects, because this like people are normally like real estate. That's the largest asset that people own, and it's going to be the largest transaction of many people's lives, and people are not going to want to do business on the first try. It's really going to come to an effect, um, you know later on down the line, through your marketing and communication with that prospect. So on the right of my screen, I have up the custom audience section. And just really quickly, I want to show you how to get there. So you can either Google it, you can go on Facebook, you can find it, and it can be complicated. But right here on this document, over on the left, you can just click this button, and it will open up. So if I click this button and I paste it over here, it's going to take me to my custom audience screen. Yours is going to be the same. You would just have to click and open it up. I had to copy it because I'm in my document editing. So that's one thing. Now, once you get over to the custom audience section, there's it's pretty obvious. The blue button, create an audience. And that's where I was when I initially started the screening you saw on the right. But here we're just going to create an audience, and this lookalike audience and this special ad audience, they deserve their own videos, and we'll do that later on down the line. But I'm going to click this custom audience, and I just want you to see these are the options here available for the Facebook experience, who you can target within your business. These options here. And what we want to do is we want to retarget. Like, this is what matters: retargeting prospects. Yeah, you want to funnel and you want to bring customers in, but you also want to focus on lead conversion and converting prospects. And this is matters because some of us already have a business, and people are aware of who we are as a business in some form or fashion, right? So some of us started a Facebook page, and we're sharing, like I work with a bunch of real estate agents. We're sharing our page, and people are interacting with our page, checking out listings and houses and stuff like that. And it's like, how can I remarket or target to those people? And you can do that using the custom audiences once you create it. Really quickly, let me branch off. Like, people always say Facebook doesn't work, but the reason why Facebook doesn't work is because they're doing it incorrectly. So I just recently had a discussion about someone. They posted in a group, and they were highly upset because people were not aware of their event. They have 11,000 people in that group, but they're upset because people didn't see the event. And organic posts just die. That's why I'm like, look, you should target and define your strategy so you can target people specific to your business. And the thing with targeting and using the paid strategies on Facebook, those ads are persistent, and they stop when you tell them to stop. They're not going to die. The average post on Facebook lasts 3 hours. So, you can imagine what happens in 3 hours. Say you have a job, that post is gone. Once you get home for the day, it's it's not relevant. So people are doing Facebook wrong. If you use some of these paid strategies and the advertising, the advanced ad manager, you'll have a lot better success. And it does cost a little bit money, but you're a business and you have to make that investment. You need like a marketing budget. So let's get back to the custom audiences, and we're going to create some example audiences, and I'm just going to click through some of this stuff so you can see what you get when you're trying to create a custom audience within Facebook, and why you should focus time and attention on this, right? So you get two options, right? You get two options. You get your own personal sources, and you get Facebook's sources, right? So with your sources, before this video, like most people, I always encourage, look, install the Facebook pixel on your website. So you can create a Facebook pixel, and Facebook pixel is just a tracking code that you install on your website, and it tracks users' behavior. It tracks what they're doing on your website. So the first source here is your website. And if you have a pixel installed and you go through, you can track people specific to your website. You can create what's called events. So let's just say you have a shopping cart page. You can turn that into an event, and you can retarget all those people that interacted with your shopping cart. Let's say you were running an event, like I help run real estate events across the nation, and we have a specific squeeze page of a specific event. Let's go with fix and flip. We have a fix and flip event, and we sent a bunch of traffic to that event. Well, we can track what people are doing and like their behavior a little bit. And when it's time to target, and we want to, hey, look, we need to fill 15 more seats. Who can we get? Well, we could probably get people that are interested. We know they're interested because they visited our page, but we can target the people that have, clicked on the free guide within Facebook. We can turn that into an event. So everybody that clicked on the free guide to fix and flip, we can target them directly in Facebook by using this that Facebook pixel and installing the events correctly. So that's why it's highly important to get your Facebook pixel installed and get those events installed correctly, because when you retarget, you can be very specific about who you want to target and how you're going to target them. So someone that clicked on a free guide for a fix and flip event is much more likely to attend your event than somebody that just viewed your page. So that's why it's important to have that Facebook pixel installed. That is a offline event that you will use in your business. Next, we got and there are different ways you can go about like the website. Another piece of criteria, for example, is, let's say we only want to target people that have recently visited our website. So if you have your pixel installed, you can go in and you can create criteria. Hey, only target the people that have visited my website in the last 14 days. That's something that you can do within Facebook using the Facebook pixel. So that's just website based criteria. Next, we got a couple other sources. I normally don't touch app activity. I don't touch offline activity so much either. But real quick example, let's say I'm a real estate, so I'm always going to go to real estate. Let's say you have a real estate office and a bunch of people visited your office. Well, you can click that offline activity, and you can put criteria in to so you can target those specific people. So you can look here we are creating offline activity, custom audience, include people who meet any or all, and you can put in specific criteria to your business once you create those offline events. Now, next, this is one I want people to focus on, because a lot of people ask about lists in Facebook and how you can get lists uploaded, and you simply do it here. Like, you create a custom audience within Facebook, and you can upload a list, and you can do whatever you want with that list. So we're going to click on that. I'm going to do next, and let's do and let's add to business. So this is one account that I don't have set up, but this is an example. We're going to create an audience. Let's do create an audience again, and let's do customer list. And this is basically you upload a list here, and you can target, you can exclude, you can do whatever you want to people on your list. So we have like an email list at our RIA company, and we can either include those people. So like we have a list of members, so we can run a special for members. Hey, all members can get in this event for 50% off. And how do we target all those people? We target them by uploading the list here. So that's one way you do it. They got some formatting guidelines and stuff like that. You can scroll through that stuff when necessary. But this is like a custom list. You can also do the same thing. Let's say we I didn't want all of our former members to have the privilege to get 50% off the event. I can upload a list and I can exclude them in that specific advertising. So that is a customer list. Like if you have a list, you can do whatever you want with that list. So you can exclude or include them in just about any activity that you come up with, any advertising activity that you come up with on Facebook. So those are the offline sources. I don't really touch app activity again, like I said, and because it's not necessary. So next you have like the sources, everything through Facebook, and the Facebook sources are basically any any type of interaction that people have had with your business on Facebook or Facebook source. So let's say you uploaded a video to your, and this applies to business accounts, not your personal accounts, but let's say you had a video playing on your page. Well, you can use that as a source to create a custom audience. So here, if you hover over it, create an audience of people who watch one of your videos on Facebook or Instagram. So I can target people that have watched specific videos on my Facebook or Instagram. I can target people that have visited or interacted with my Instagram. You can create lead forms in Facebook. So this one for me personally, I like to come in here and I have some criteria over here. You'll see in the live document, um, lead form. I'm going after people that want to sell their houses, right? So I'm looking for people that this is one criteria that I use for my lead form. If they've submitted a lead form in 90 days, I want to retarget them. If they did not submit a lead form in 30 days, they interacted with my lead form and they didn't submit in 30 days, I still want to interact with them. And each of these events, I can target them specifically. So for people that submitted a form in 90 days, I can say, hey, did my team reach out to you about the house that you were selling? I can create advertising around that specific criteria. Same thing with the 30 days, this specific criteria here. I can say, hey, I noticed you were interested in uh, selling a house. What can I do to help you feel more comfortable about finally selling that house? And I could target those people. I can target my ads specifically to those people and make it relevant to them. This stuff is all about relevance. Like, how is it relevant? The more relevant your advertising and marketing, the better your results will be. So a lot of people are like, it doesn't work, but it's not. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just that you're applying the wrong strategy and you're doing things incorrectly. Some other criteria here, like with retargeting, is I like to retarget people that visited my website in the past 180 days, people that visited the leads page, same thing. And just I have here like general retargeting, so people that have interacted with my business at all in the past 30 days, I retarget them. Instant experience. I don't have much experience with that, but it's a thing on Facebook. If people will interact with ads and your business, they get an instant experience, and you can retarget them based on that. You've got events, so I do mess around with events a lot, and you can target people based on events. So let's just walk through it. You can see like this is the criteria. You can do any or all. So I can include people who meet any of the following criteria. I can do people who responded going or interested. This is what I have to do a little bit later for our RIA business. I'm going to retarget people that are interested in our event. So I can do that, for example. I can target people that are interested. I can target people who said they are going, and of course, you would select the relevant page and you will find the relevant event here. That's something that I'm going to do. And retention, what is this? Okay, yeah. So the number of days they'll remain in your audience. That's just how it is. And include people who meet any of the following. It says that, but I can include or I can exclude. Um, that is the most important thing about creating audiences. You can either include or exclude specific people. in your targeting and in your marketing. So this going or interested, I can take I can pick only the people that responded going. I can tell them, hey, just for you going to our event, we are going to give you this special. Or I can target people that are interested. Hey, you're not interested. Hey, I see you are interested, but you're not fully committed. Well, guess what? We're going to make you this offer, and to get you going. If you commit to going, you can get this offer. That's an example of how you can retarget using like these custom audiences. Facebook page, you can target people that engage with your page, people that like your page, people that visited your page. You can target all these specific people directly within Facebook, and you can include or you can exclude. Same concept, same ideas. Facebook listings, and let's see. Let's go back to Facebook page. People who are interactive with your page, call to action button. But okay, yeah, this is just the importance of retargeting and defining your Facebook strategy. It's not as simple as making a post. People will make a post, hey, I'm having an event, come to my event. And I call it the shotgun approach. They just shoot it out there and pray that it works. It doesn't. That's not. You might get some views, you might get some people attend to your stuff, but that's just not the best way to go about it. I like the sniper approach. You come up with a strategy, you define who your audience member is, you target them, you spend a little bit of money. It costs money, but it's worth the money. Use the right strategy. So that is really quickly Facebook custom audiences and the effectiveness of Facebook custom audiences. A lot of people say Facebook doesn't work. Facebook works. It's a reason why they're one of the top 5 websites in the world. These companies are not paying Facebook just because it doesn't work. If something is wrong with Facebook and you're not generating business and you're not generating leads, I'm sorry to say that you are applying the wrong strategy. So I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.